KPG, we're doing scary stories.
Huh?
Scary. DP. You ruined the vid, bro. Fuck. We're doing scary stories. Bro, in October. Or it's not October, but it's close to spooky season. Yo, bro. All right, give me a minute.
What?
Hold on.
You good?
Yo, DP, shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna eat
Why are
that
you
ass.
tweaking up, bro? Chill.
Bro, I'm trying to do this
I'm doing
scary
nothing,
story
bro.
Reddit for this YouTube video. You piece of shit fuck. Shut up and
I'm
let me
doing
read the
nothing.
stories.
Chill out. Chill out.
All right, bro. Your dick is getting fucking stroked after this, all right?
I'm doing nothing, bro.
All right, bro. All right, Reddit stories. Whoa. Come first story. First scary story comes from Care Bear Shire 41 1 year ago. Are you ready? I've worked in healthcare for over 20 years. Yo, DP, stop fucking smiling, bro. Fuck. Damn, bro. Stop smiling, bitch. All right.
How'd you know?
Dude, I can feel it through the fucking monitor, dude.
No.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah-huh. Yeah-huh.
No.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yo, just get on with it, bro.
All right, bro. All right. I've worked in healthcare for over 20 years now. And I have a couple from working in I have a couple from working in nursing homes of seeing the figure in black shooting across the hall, and then in the next 24 hours a resident will die, and then in less than a week another one will pass as well. But my favorite story is this.
What?
Shut the fuck. I worked at a very small hospital, maybe 30 beds. Oh damn, 30 beds is a little hospital. It has been around for many years, on all caps, many. In the basement is of course the old morgue. What? And there is one elevator that goes from the basement to the main floor outside the nursing station. This elevator will come up in the middle of the night randomly, and the doors would open and all the staff will get up to go find the patient who just passed away. One night, my coworkers and I were sitting at the nurse's station, and down the short hall to our right, we hear this TV come on, and the volume is up as loud as it can go. One of my CWs, what is a CW? I walk down said hall to find the TV to turn it down. There is one room down the hall that maintenance has the door closed and do not enter signs on the door. After looking at all the open rooms, there is no other room but the closed one to look in. We open the door. There is nothing in this room except the TV. I walked in, turned the TV, and said, "Stop that. There is a sick baby next door and he needs to sleep, so please be quiet." I walked out and closed the door with no further incidents with the TV. So pretty much, you told it off. Brace soul, bless you. Thank you for sharing. Had something similar to this happen when I was working in a nursing home. During night shifts, we were supposed to set tables for the next day. So while I walked into the room to set the tables there, as I walked past the TV, it turns on. Oh, it turns on its own, which made me jump up. I figured I'd set the table and turn it off. As I'm walking back, after I'm done, I mentioned something aloud like, "Thanks, but I'm done and I'm leaving." After which the TV just turns itself off. Still freaks me out thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe in ghosts. So
I'm beating my meat.
Yo, bro, DVs. Shut the fuck. Yo, bro, please. What is wrong with you, bro?
Oh, it's so scary, bro.
Is it? Are you scared? Are you petrified?
Oh, I am.
All right, bro. So you're just absolutely scared.
I'm gonna beat my meat.
Really?
Yeah, you're ready to say the stories, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, just text me, like.
All right, have fun stroking it, man.
Oh.
I'm
getting on the mic as we speak.
r/. So I'm guessing that's how you look up stuff. Scary stories. Here we go. Oh, damn! This shit long as fuck. Damn, this shit long as hell. What the fuck? The Strange Kid. Connection fit 4696. Oh, we need some scary music. That's how we need to set the mood. Oh yeah, is there any scary music to read along to? Oh yeah. Creepy music for creepy videos.
It's time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Liberty bibbity. Here we go.
I use Secret Clinical Antiperspirant. It provides 3 times stress sweat protection. Secret works.
Oh yeah. Evening chaos. Oh, how's the volume, chat? Is it comp? Yeah. All right. Let me turn it up a little bit. There we go. All right, chat. Little ambiance. Fuck. All right. The strange kid. Hi. I'm Elizabeth, but everyone just calls me Beth. I was a camp counselor for 6 years, and I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed being outdoors and hanging out with the other counselors, staying in the woods and teaching the younger campers about the wonders of nature. But then, one summer came along that changed everything about my job. Normally, campers would stay for a week and then go home, and counselors would have a week to themselves before the next group arrived. This routine continued from May to August. I remember this summer vividly. It was the last week of camp, and we were all excited for our final week. We had planned special activities for the... Yo, bro. Turn this shit down. All right, we need some ambiance. Scary music. Ambiance. I don't know how to spell that shit, I'm not gonna lie. Night of the Dead horror ambience 3 hours. Oh, that's not good. Logan Paul will be very disappointed. All right, where were we? Oh, here we go. I remember this summer vividly. It was the last week of camp, and we were all excited for our final week. All right, that's a little loud. Not gonna lie to you, Slim. Oh wait, I can just turn it down, right? But for you guys, it's still fine. Yeah, I can turn it down. Oh yeah. Just making sure leveling is good for you guys. Remember, it's my first time doing it. You know, I'm still a rookie YouTuber / streamer. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? Get this out for y'all. There we go. Turn this like this, making sure it's good. Perfect. Oh shit, that might be too loud actually for you guys. There we go. We good? Perfect. Let me turn this like right here. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright, the strange kid. Let me get into character, boys. Alright. I remember that summer vividly. It was the last week of camp, and we were all excited for our final week. We had planned a special activity for the kids, which we would surprise them with towards the end of the week. The surprise was a hike into the woods where we would set up real campsites and spend the last 3 nights sleeping outside by the fire. Oh, yeah, this is some bullshit. I'm feeling like the diddlers better pop out. All right, we hit. Oh, hold up. Let me scroll down there. All right. Wow. We had planned to tell ghost stories, roast marshmallows, and make s'mores, but none of that came to pass. As the kids arrived at the camp and settled into the cabin, they unpacked their belongings and began chatting, getting to know one another, except for one camper, whom I later learned was named Max. Our camp is structured differently from others. We allow boys and girls to sleep in the same cabin since our camp caters to ages 6 to 10, with separate sides for each gender. Our facilities are quite limited, consisting of a single cabin, a main office, and a cafeteria. Our activities are exclusively outdoors, but we operate on a very tight budget. Max was different from the other campers. He didn't unpack his things. In fact, it seemed he hadn't brought anything at all. He stood in the corner while the other kids claimed their beds, thinking he might be shy. I walked over and introduced myself. Hello, I'm Beth, and I'll be one of your counselors for this week. Are you ready to have some fun? Max stood there, with a blank expression, not saying a word, and simply turned away from me. I suspected he was one of those campers whose parents just had forced them to attend, rather than coming of their own volition. However, I was resolute in my determination to lift his spirits. Our integral activity was a game of kickball in the clearing. I divided the camps into teams, and we commenced the game. The campers were thoroughly enjoying themselves, laughing and playfully accusing each other of making wrong plays, joking and engaging in friendly competition. Then I noticed Max. He had wandered away from the group, and we were standing off the side, gazing into the woods. Not wanting to single him out in front of the other campers, I decided to keep a discreet watch on him. He remained there for what the duration of the game, and none of the other counselors approached him. Jacob came over to me and asked, "What's going on with the camper over there?" "That's Max. I believe he's a bit introverted," I responded. "I see," Jacob replied before walking away again. It wasn't long before we left the activity and headed to the cafeteria for lunch. After seeing the campers, I went to collect their food. I laid it all out on the table, and we all began to eat. Max, however, did not. He simply just sat there staring at his plate. "Aren't you hungry?" I asked him. He looked at me without saying anything. "You should eat before your next activity. It will require a lot of energy." "We're going canoeing," I added with enthusiasm, hoping to excite Max as well. Instead, his eyes waned with what seemed like fear, and he lowered his gaze to the ground, maintaining the posture until we finished eating. When we arrived at the river, Jacob, the other counselor, had already set the canoes out on the water and had life vests ready for the kids. We both distributed the vests, helped the campers into them, and then, one by one, sent them out to load into a canoe. When it was Max's turn, his demeanor shifted dramatically from quiet and shy to loud and frantic. He kicked, screamed, and pleaded with us not to make him go into the water, insisting that he was terrified of it and couldn't bring himself to enter. Jacob tried to reassure him, explaining that lifeguard would be assisting us and that we would be right there if anything happened. Max, however, was inconsolable, and it began to feel like we were torturing him by trying to persuade him. "Stop it, Jacob," I said firmly. "I'll sit with him. He doesn't have to do it if he's truly scared. I will not force a camper to do anything they're uncomfortable with." As Jacob, the lifeguard, and the other campers ventured into the river, I sat on the bench with Max. At first, it was very quiet, just as I expected, but then Max spoke. "Thank you. You saved me," he said. "No problem, kiddo," I said, ruffling his hair. It felt damp, even though he had never entered the water. Did he shower? No, that couldn't be. I would have noticed, and he hadn't had time. Eventually, the campers returned from their excursion, and we all headed back to the cabin. Oh shit, wait. If his hair's already damp, dude, the campers must have did some shit to him. No cap. This kind of, you know what this kind of feels like? This kind of feels like the story of Jason. You know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of Jason. You know, the water and shit. Alright. Later that night, sorry, I thought all the campers had fallen asleep. I was prepared for a bed myself when I saw Max reflected in the mirror behind me. He startled me, causing me to jump and turn around. I laughed it off and said, "Max, you need to go to bed. I can't sleep." He murmured, his voice sounding weak and muffled. "Are you feeling alright?" I asked him. "I want to go home," he replied. "That's just your nerves. I'm sure if you fall asleep by morning, you'll feel a lot better and change your mind. Just try to have a good time. It's only the first night. I promise you'll have fun." Alright. He turned his gaze to the floor, disappearing into the darkness. What the fuck? Disappearing into the darkened room where the other campers were already settled, and the next morning during roll call, I discovered that Max was missing. We searched the entire cabin, but he was nowhere to be found. Panicked, I sprinted to the main office and burst into the director's office. "Mr. Tony, I have a missing camper." I exclaimed frantically. "Alright, calm down," he said. "We'll find them." "What's their name so I can pull up their information, contact their parents, and notify authorities?" "His name is Max Sumner," I replied. Mr. Tony began typing on his computer, but his expression quickly turned into one of confusion and anger. "Is this some sort of sick prank?" he demanded, his voice rising in agonition. "No, sir, I assure you it's not," I responded, utterly perplexed as to why he would think I'd joke about something so grave. "I have no camper scheduled under the name Max Summer." "What? Dude, is this some random hobo child?" he informed me, his tone laced with skepticism. My heart plummeted. Oh shit. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, my fucking penis would be in my stomach. Dude, interacting with someone and realizing that they're not even supposed to be there. Okay. Missing child on campus and under suspicion. Alright, we need to find him. He had what? Oh, of course it was a ginger. "He has longer red hair, green eyes, and pale skin with freckles," I insisted, my voice tingled with desperation. "We'll call the authorities and see what they can do," Mr. Tony replied. As he contacted the authorities, Jacob and I had arduous task of calling the other campers' parents to inform them of the situation and ask for their assistance. Some parents volunteered to help the search, but most arrived only to pick up the children and berate us for losing a child. When the authorities eventually arrived, they dispatched a search team while an officer approached me to obtain more precise description of the child and his name. His name is Max Sumner. Oh, Sumner, I stated. The officer retreated to his patrol car and returned after a brief interval. He murmured something to Mr. Tony, whose expression shifted to one of anger mingled with a profound disturbance, as if he had just received an utterly bewildering piece of information. The officer then approached me once more, requesting that I describe the boy again. Upon concluding my description, the officer's face darkened with a frown. "We don't find situations like these amusing, ma'am," he said sternly. "I'm not joking. Why does everyone think I'm joking?" I asked, my voice tinged with frustration and confusion. Because Max Sumner was an 8-year-old boy who drowned in the river 4 years ago. The officer replied. My heart skipped a beat, and I felt a wave of dizziness wash over me. The world seemed to spin around me. What? It was the same river where we had taken the campers canoeing. It dawned on me. I recalled his story being broadcasted on the news, his photograph. Why hadn't I recognized him sooner? The officer seemed poised to arrest me, but Jacob interjected, affirming that he had also seen Max. The officer recorded both Jacob's and my account before departing with the search team. Mr. Tony summoned us to his office to discuss the incident. He furiously accused us of orchestrating a cruel prank about a matter so grave and heartbreaking. Despite our fervent assertions of honesty, the confrontation escalated into a heated argument, ultimately leading to my resignation. I now work as a game warden, allowing me to still enjoy the beauty of nature without the concern of encountering any more spectral children. I hope it remains astonishing that they were on the verge of arresting me, believing it to be some twisted joke. Oh, this was honestly, this was a 10 out of 10 fucking story. This reminded me exactly of Jason. I think this is kind of a similar story to Jason, you know, a very adjacent story to Jason's story. A lost child camper that you know what I'm saying, got a little fuckle-jugend and suckle-jugend by the water. Some kids bullying and shit. That was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed that story. That was a good story. Yeah. We're going to be doing more stuff like this every Sunday for October, especially in October. I'm going to make sure I be as adamant as possible when doing this in October. But yeah, dude, that was actually a really good story. I fuck with that one. All right. KBG. Keep it a buck all the time, every time. I love y'all, boys and girls, and let God lead, guide, and direct y'all. I'll see you, boys and girls, in the next one. All right. Peace.